this is your first time to the channel, consider subscribing, press the bell icon and never miss an update. So it has been a very hectic week, especially during the extended weekend. I actually completed a lot of work. So the first thing that I did is I painted the side skirts as well as the mirror. We need to cut and polish it because there is a bit of orange peel and also a bit of overspray. If you can see, there is a little bit of overspray. So I'll wait for a couple of more weeks before I start cutting the whole thing. So it actually looks nice, to be honest, but of course if we don't like this color pattern for a very long time, we can anyways change it. So my plan was to actually paint the roof also black. Maybe I won't paint it, I will go ahead and wrap the roof so that the process is reversible. So that is next on this car, but as you must have seen, the car hasn't moved an inch for a very long time. Though I have taken it out last week, it kind of left me stranded at a couple of places. So this one needs to be driven a little bit more regularly. I use the cruze more for dropping my wife to office every day. But anyways, so another thing that I did on the weekend was paint these the fork outer tubes silver. So what is pending in this bike right now is the front mudguard, which needs a bit of repair. Like you can see, it is slightly tall here. At the same time, it is more tall here, so maybe they will cut it and then rebuild the whole thing. So that has to be done for both front and back. So we will try to see if we can accomplish this week itself. Couple of items for the RD is already at the plating guy. Next thing that I need is I need to plate both the silencers. So that's about the RD. Let's move to our trusted workhorse. Okay, so this guy has been standing for some time now, and I have not been using it because of the mechanical issues. So as you can see, there is a bit of territory marking at the bottom. So I have got the oil seals. It's a matter of just when I change all that. So that needs to be done. So I was thinking, actually I have that first oversized cylinder, so I was thinking why don't I put that on the bike. But the only hassle with that is going to be we'll have to go through the run-in period. So I'm also considering getting the stud issue fixed in this one, so that one of the two can be done. So what we have to do is we have to take it apart, since we have some time today. The works pending on this is painting the engine cover, the head, the cylinder, the fork, changing both the rims, and then of course plating the gear lever, because this is a special gear lever. This is only this one only fits on the made in Japan engines, because this is slightly thicker than the the hole is slightly bigger than the regular hole. So I don't know, people might say it's the same, but I have tried swapping it over. Otherwise, do you think that I will leave that like this for a very long time? So that's where the challenge is. So yeah, there is a little bit of dirt and rust. Since it has been standing for almost 1.5 months, there is some dust on it, though I have covered it, but still dust can seep through. So what we'll do is once we rebuild the engine and paint everything engine side, then we will also do a ceramic coating on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this bike somewhere over there, where the chair is, so that I get some more space to actually take it apart. The idea is to take the engine out, and then probably what we'll do is we will get the cylinder fixed on this. We'll get the stud fixed on this cylinder, and we'll also get the other one rebored to proper size, and then probably we will use one of the 2 cylinders on the bike, depending on what suits us most at that time. I am not patient enough to run this bike in, but at the same time I don't ride like a hooligan, so I might go for the new freshly rebored cylinder. So I'm contemplating all that. So yeah, without further ado, let me just go ahead and put you guys on a tripod, and then we will take the engine apart and we will give everything for lathe work. Alright, so the giant hole that you see there is where our engine used to sit. So the engine is out of the bike. This has happened after 10 years, so that's a plus. One thing that happened which shouldn't have happened is I broke the connecting rod, and the quality of the connecting rod is not that great, so I need to get the crank also rebuilt now, which is okay, because considering the condition of the connecting rod or the quality of the connecting rod, after rebuilding the engine, most likely we will end up breaking it, or we will start hearing noise from it. So it is actually a blessing in disguise that it broke and we are changing it. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to split the crankcase. So most likely that is something that I do. However, putting everything back is not going to happen today. First of all, the cylinder which has come out of the bike has a spinning stud, so that has to be fixed. Plus I have another cylinder which is the famous lottery cylinder, so that cylinder I'm going to get it rebored and put that in this bike. Along with that, we are also going to rebuild the crank, so that is not going to happen today. Another plan that I have is to paint all the engine covers and the front forks, along with the front and rear hubs. So I think I have a set of hubs for the rear already painted, so I might have to paint one set for the front, which I will do, and also the engine cover. Plus this needs a very thorough pressure wash, because look at the amount of grime which is there. This is something which has accumulated over 10 years. It's not something new, so that needs to be taken care of. Other than that, this bike doesn't have any major work pending. Other than that, we have to replace both the rims, obviously. In other news, we actually got the new open CDI for the RD350 from Allied Electronics, so thank you, Mr. Rahman. So that is going to go on the RD350, and then we will see the overall impact it brings to the bike. So this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tank and the side covers back, and I'm going to park it where the bike was parked before, and I'm going to put a cover on this. So I'm not going to touch it hopefully this week, because these things are pending. So these needs to be taken care of. So yeah, we have to take apart the RD350, the orange RD350 engine as well. So that hopefully I'll do tomorrow, or maybe sometime this week. I don't have time today for doing that, because my meetings are going to start in another 1 hour. So that is the plan. Let me just clean everything here so that nothing goes missing from here, and then we will shoot the next video on the RD350. So yeah, see you again on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.